I want you to really sing along with the lyrics. La, la, la. I know it's difficult because it's French, but I want you to really sing along with it. And you really have to imagine that you're about this age again, because otherwise you don't get anything out of this act. I really have to tell you. Okay? You ready? Toi, 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 Martin. And here we go. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Yes, hello, dear children. A warm welcome to Sexual Education with a ISL. Yes, Sex Ed with a ISL. Children all around the world are wondering, and Mr. Helge has all the answers. And today's question is, where do the little babies come from? Well, first of all, you know that mommy and daddy are actually not the same. Because daddy, for example, has, as you all know, his magic wand. Some people also call it Enos or Esther Johnson, or just their little... Right. Now, of course, mommy has something special too, because mommy right in the center has a little... Some people also call it Gina or Ever or even the Judah angle. Now, of course, and that's true. Now, of course, Daddy doesn't really have a, because he's got the, so Daddy and Mommy. La 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 la, and Daddy produces with his magic thousands and thousands all of little erms. And this, of course, is a genuine erm by Daddy. Of course, Mommy doesn't produce any erms, because Mommy only produces one little but rather big ovulation. Da ist es schon gesprungen. Well, now, of course, in reality, dear children, they are not quite as big as that. In reality, they are so small that it's really hard to even see them. They don't run around openly like that either. Oh, that little rascal shouldn't even be on Mommy's side already. No, they belong where it's warm and cozy, but not there. That is a big no-no. Yeah, only interns are allowed to do that. Well, anyway, just in a joke, you shouldn't even be able to laugh about that yet. No, I'll just start right over from the beginning. Now, of course, it only takes 3 seconds. 1, 2, and 3. And of course, they belong where it's warm, wet, and cozy, and that's Mommy's tummy and Daddy's. Thank you. Thank you, dear children. Now, of course, before we can get our little sister or our little brother John Hammond, of course, Daddy's still has to find its secret way all the way over to Mommy's. And there are many obstacles on the way. For example, the UD, the ill, the ondum. Some people also call it aber or Entschletter. Then, of course, there's the Ephraim, or the worst for me, sectomy. Now, but how do Mommy and Daddy know, dear kids, when the right time has come for the king?
But Helge.
Yes, Martin.
What king do you mean?
Well, I mean the king. Marty! Perfect timing, you're right. Now, of course, Mommy and Daddy can only feel that for themselves, and that's exactly the reason why Mr. Helge is now looking to find himself a real Mommy and a real Daddy. La 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 la. Yes, hello. What is your name? Your name?
Marianne.
Maria.
Yes.
Maria. And do you have children already?
No.
Oh, so it's about time, Maria. About time, Maria. Just one more second. And hello, what is your name?
Roger.
Roger. Roger. Is that right? Yeah. Roger. And do you have kids already?
Yes.
So you know already how it's done. Perfect. One pro on stage. So how about you just follow me up on stage and we're going to sing all along. La, 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 la. Roger, maybe on this side and Maria, maybe please on this side. How about we do it like this? We just a second. If I could just put the chair over here and if you could just sit down there and we'll do the same over here. Maria, just a second. I'll come over. There you go. Just one more. A little more. There. Okay. Please have a seat. And please be very, very careful not to move back in any way, because that would be dangerous. Okay, Roger, we start with you, because now we want to see if Roger has actually brought his right hand with him.
Yes.
Oh, good choice, Roger, good choice, the correct one. If you could just hold it out flat like so. Is that okay? Is that working okay? Because now we want to check whether Roger is able to feel whether he produced a himself or whether he didn't. Roger, if you could hold out your other hand like so, just on the other, yeah, right, like, and just hold it, put it on top of here, very careful, so I can't do any sneaky thing, okay? And of course, this isn't the of Roger, that's mine, so I'll just put it away. So how about we just have to wait a little? And then we'll have a little look, Roger, and there it. Ja, Roger? Is there anything wrong? Well, kids, that can happen to every daddy once in a while. That's nothing to be ashamed of, really. Then only mommy has to be very, very patient, Maria. Okay, how about, Roger, we'll try it one more time. No pressure, okay? How about you put the other hand on top again and just hold tight to it. Oh, look, Roger, what happened again? Upsala. There on the other side, it's another one of those little, which should have been produced down here, okay? But of course, but how about that? You know, you never know where they pop up, really, do they? But of course, it's another one with Mr. Helge, but it's obviously because Mr. Helge is a whole lot younger than you are, so it's nothing to be ashamed of. So how about Roger, how about this? I'll just help you out with mine. I'll just push it through the hand, through the cup. 1, 2. Did you feel it coming? Yes. And there it is. And how about that? That's your round of applause. Roger, please stay here for just one more second. Okay, okay. Now you can see, dear kids. Sometimes Daddy has it in his own hands, right? Well, whether or not I have to rephrase that. Okay, no, but if Daddy has produced this little, or maybe Mommy's best friend has, then we don't need this here anymore. But Maria, if I could ask you just to hold on to yours for just 1 second, and I'll just come back to yours in just one moment. If you could just hold it on your flat right hand, up here so all the kids can see. And what I want you to do, Maria, is put your other hand on top so I can't do anything on top, so I can't do anything sneaky. And was that yours or mine?
Mine.
Are you sure?
No.
Afterwards, it's sometimes hard to tell. But how about hold on to that, Maria, because I will try to make yours travel all the way over to Maria's. Invisibly, did you feel anything happen? No? No. Then it must have been yours. No woman has ever said that to me before. Okay? So nothing has happened. That's strange because it's not here anymore. So how about we have a little look, Maria? Maybe something has happened. Now look at that! Something has happened! Now isn't that wonderful? Now you're basically married now. Yeah, you are. Now, of course, that was very quick. Now if we are at this point already, then Mommy and Daddy just have to wait a little longer, just a couple of months. And if they are really, really happy and lucky, then in the end, they already get their first little fruit. And if they are lucky, even luckier than that, they even become a second one. And if they're really, really lucky and they want to be on national TV for some reason, they also get a little girl. And that was the Cubs and Balls. Thank you very much.